What's up, everybody? This is the 8 to 5 trader giving you guys my trades for today. Today is November 28th, 2018. It's day minus 124.50, and I am at the commissions that's negative 214.77. So today was not a good day. Today I felt like nothing was really working after the first, 15 minutes. Negative 214 on a $2,800 account is almost 10%. That is very huge. Unacceptable loss for this amount. But I took 4 different trades today. And honestly, I felt like my trading wasn't that bad, but it's just certain moves that they just didn't work out. So we're going to start off with CRM today. So CRM had a big sell-off at the first 5 minutes, and I thought about taking this trade short. So after the first 5 minutes, I took this trade to the short side. And I got in, let's see, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minute 6, I went short 50 shares. Being that I went 50 shares because I knew that the range on this was pretty big. So I went 50 shares, and then the price action started to squeeze up. So what I decided to do, I decided to go ahead and take that trade off. Is what I did right here. You see I got out. But then I waited for another entry, and then I decided to take another stab at it after the price action squeezed up on the 5 minute. And then we finally, you see right here on the 5 minute, price action went up to VWAP, and it didn't come back down. Oh no, it went up to VWAP and then it came back down. So what I ended up doing, I took it short again, 50 shares at 136.25, and I got right in at the 1 minute non-moving average, and then I covered at 135.40. So at this point, I was thinking like, price action was already kind of choppy. You know, we hit a consolidation period and we finally sold off, but I was thinking that the price action would squeeze again, so I went ahead and sold and covered everything. But I should have held it longer, and I would have got that move all the way down to 133.60, which is what a level I had on my chart, and then the price action ended up bouncing, and that is what that looks like on the 5 minute. So right after I got out, price action just fell off a cliff. But then I tried to take CRM short again later on because I figured, okay, we finally got some consolidation here. The price action couldn't go back up. We were making lower highs, but we did make a new low, and we didn't break this level. So I took it as a sign of maybe we can take it short again. So I went short again at 133.86, 50 shares. Then I stopped out at 134.48. It just didn't work out. You see we in this big chop phase right here, chop, chop, chop. And I went short thinking we'd get that breakthrough. Price action squeezed up, and then it finally sold off, which is what I was thinking was going to happen. So I missed out on that move there. So that is CRM. Then I came and took some trades on MU. MU played with me a little bit. So MU ended up being a chop fest. AMD sold off nicely, so I was assuming that MU would do the same. After we got the first 10-minute move right here, I thought that this would be a pullback. So I was thinking the reverse ABCD pattern. So A, B, C right around in here. Then D, we get the sell-off. But I went short here at 36.76, 200 shares. And I stopped out at, what did I stop out at? I stopped out at 36.85. So I lost 10 cents on that move. And then we did kind of start to get a sell-off here. And I want to say I took the move short again. Let's see, I took it short again, I want to say. Let's see. I went short, covered. I went short again and covered. Let's see, yeah, I went short again at 36.72, and I covered at 36.77. Just felt like it just didn't want to go, and then it finally did get a nice 20-cent sell-off what I was looking for. And I want to say I went short again here at 36.70. After, so I went short 100 shares here, but I didn't cover anything. So, of course, with 100 shares versus 200, I was expecting a bigger move. And then I ended up stopping out at 36.84. So I turned a winner into a loser. So that was definitely a bad trade. So I did not trade MU well at all. Dang, I just moved that level. Put that back. So, yeah, I did not trade MU well at all. So then we got, if you see right here, I took a trade like this, 2 days ago, where the price action consolidates against the non-moving average on the 5 minute, and then it sells off. That's what happened here, as you can see right here, just finally sold off. And that happened on CRM as well. It consolidated against the non-moving average on the 5 minute, and then it sold off. So let's go to TIF. TIF was a little weird. I tried to short TIF right here at 96.45 for the breakthrough VWAP down to the non-moving average at the time. But for some reason, being that this is on SSR, for some reason it would not let me short it. What DOS would used to do when you would short something on SSR, it means you had to hit the ask. My hotkey is set up for the bid. It would automatically swap over to the ask, but for some reason it's not doing that, and it would not let me short it. So after we consolidated here at the VWAP, and the price action did not break below the VWAP and started to go back to the upside, I took it long 96.21, 50 shares, looking for that big pop to high of day and beyond, and I ended up stopping out at 95.60. So I didn't lose too much on that. And then the price action did end up selling off even more. So that is TIF. Then my last trade I took was ACAD. ACAD was a little mistake as far as my hotkeys go, but price action, I actually took this short too. Actually, let me look up the trade log. Oh, my trade log isn't on here. Is it not on here? Let's see. It doesn't show event log. It doesn't show me. But anyway, I went short at 9:47 for the open range breakdown after it finally got that move, and then I ended up getting the same thing because it was on SSR. But after the price action started to push up, I was thinking maybe this would find some upside because the stock was already strong from the pre-market. Thought we'd get a nice little sell-off from people selling shares, and then we'd get a squeeze back to the upside. Didn't get that move, so I went long at 1909, 100 shares. We did get a pop-up to about 1925, and then it ended up selling off. And then I had a hotkey mistake where instead of me trying to get out, I ended up adding more here at, let's see, I added more at 1886, and then I finally got out at 1880. So I ended up having some slip because I didn't get out in time. I ended up pressing the wrong key, but I ended up negative 124. I don't feel like I made my trades were bad per se. I just feel like I was a little either too late or too early. In the case of MU, I feel like I was just trading chop, but TIF is just one of those moves that just didn't work out, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Like I feel like this was a good entry. Like the non-moving average was starting to trend up, and then it just couldn't catch that momentum. This 96.49 level just held it. You can clearly see it did not close a candle above that level. It just didn't hold. And CRM, I should have held this longer. I should have held CRM longer, but some days when I make trades, I feel like I'm getting greedy, and then the price action ends up going against me for me not taking that 20 or 30 cents. But when days where I could have gotten a point or two, I didn't let it run, and I ended up missing out. So that's just something that's gonna have to come with my experience and time. But I'm gonna just have to stay back and study some more. But my exit indicator for ACAD, when my stop was below VWAP, but once we got that close right here, this is when I was trying to get out, and that's when I ended up messing up. But once this closed below, this was definitely a short. And had I been able to take it short, I would have taken it short, but it wouldn't let me short it because of the SSR thing. So it is what it is, but this was definitely a clean move. And AMD made a very nice clean move. It was the cleanest out of the bunch next to CRM. Like, it sold off. You had to close below VWAP, had a nice little squeeze up before finally just selling off all the way down to the previous day close. So that was easily 50 cents. And then had you waited for the consolidation towards the non-moving average on the 5-minute, you'd have got that nice second round of sell-off. So it was very nice, but that's all I got for y'all. Stay tuned for my daily recaps, and hopefully you guys will tag along and subscribe and follow my journey as I go from sim to live. So right now I'm just working on psychology, not being impatient, and just making sure that I wait for the move and focus on A quality setups.